I tested dryer vent kits from the cheapest one you could possibly find to the most expensive pro one and everyone in the middle. And the one I would recommend would probably surprise you. First, let's talk about the cheapest one you could get. You could probably find these for about 20 bucks, maybe a little bit cheaper, but most people are going to need at least like a 25 to 30 foot run. So it's probably going to be $20 for the cheapest. And what you're going to get is honestly something that would clean your dryer vent, but there's going to be some big differences between the middle ones and the expensive ones. The cheap ones are going to be really flexible. You want them to be flexible, but these ones are like barely any strength to bend them in half. And then if you have a big clog or a lot of twists and turns, they could get stuck. They could also get wrapped around each other. So you have to watch out for that. And then the biggest difference between any ones and the professional ones is going to be the way you connect them together. So for the most part, all of the cheaper ones, all of the non-professional ones are going to be threaded together. So you're going to have a bunch of different sticks. Some are 3 foot, some are 2 foot. Now the cheaper ones are going to be 2 feet and they're going to be smaller. It's going to be more portable to bring them around, easier to store them. But it's more annoying because you have to keep connecting them because they're just so small. Now, the thing with threading them on, if you are a beginner and you haven't done this before, it's kind of common knowledge that as you're feeding it in and adding more sticks, once you get to the end and you're pulling it back, you would think to put it in reverse. Trust me, I've done it before. One of my most popular videos on this channel is how to get a brush unstuck from your vent because it happens all the time. Now, if you're using one of these cheap ones for the first time, I would recommend just putting a little bit of electrical tape around it just so you don't make this mistake. But they're threaded on, so if you thread it the other way, then they're going to be stuck in there, and it's a really scary problem to have because you have a brush that's going to be clogging up your vent. Next is going to be the way the brushes are. These ones are like thick, and I don't really like those style brushes. I like the thinner ones because I found that the lint will get stuck in there and not be able to get pulled through the machine. Let's talk about the middle of the line. And this is the actual ones that we would use, and I think the company still uses when I was working as a professional dryer vent cleaner for like 5 years. And it's this kit. It's called Lint Eater. These were the only ones I was allowed to buy. And this is what I use to do dryer vent cleaning like 5 to 8 houses a day, every 6 days a week for many years. And it's called Lint Eater. So these ones are 3 feet long. They are still threaded, which if you know what you're doing, then it's fine. Threading is actually it's faster to put on, take off. It took me a lot faster to do the jobs with these brush kits than the pro one that I'm going to show you. So these ones, you could thread them on. I was able to do this a whole dryer vent cleaning in like 40 minutes. Customers would kind of be reluctant to pay because they'd be like, how'd you do it so fast? But I just been doing it for so long and I had the right equipment. So this one is going to come with basically all you need to brush a dryer vent. So there's going to be this cap. That's the one I was talking about. So you're able to connect your vacuum. When you're using these brush kits, the best way to do it is to actually pull out the dryer, go behind the dryer, and then be using like a high-powered shop vac or the best vac you have, and then the suction's going to be on the vent. So this brush, you see how it's a lot thinner, not as chunky as the other one? It's going to break off all the stuff from the side, and the vacuum is going to suck it in. These ones, they're pretty rigid. They do flex a lot. They're not as strong as the other ones I'm going to show you, but honestly, in my opinion, they're strong enough. You could also buy extension kits. These are sold at Lowe's, but a lot of the Lowe's that I've been to lately actually made their own brand. So it's a Project Source Lowe's brand, but it looks exactly the same. It's going to come with the cover that I told you about. It's going to come with this piece, which is the brush for the inside the vent. That's great for cleaning out the lint tray. That and then vacuum attachment is the easiest way to clean out your lint tray. And then it also comes with an auger. So this auger it's like a spike thing, and it is going to poke a hole. If you have like a big wet clog and it's really clogged up, it'll poke a hole in it so the air could get through it so you could break up. I was able to break up some like pretty impossible clogs with that auger. And then the brush isn't just twisted on, it's actually held on with a little Allen screw, which makes it a lot better and a lot more secure, so it's less likely that you will lose it. Now let's talk about the Pro brand. These ones are made by VentVision, and these ones are much more rigid. They come in different ones. They're like different colors, and then you have different varieties. So if it's not that big of a clog, you could use one that isn't as strong, or if it is a big clog and you need that strength, you could use it. The next thing that it does, which is the biggest difference, is they actually snap on. So there's like a quick release, you push it in, and then they snap on. And you can do the drill in forward, you can do the drill in reverse, and you're not gonna use, and it's very unlikely that it's gonna become undone. Now, honestly, in my opinion, once I got used to the threaded ones with the middle of the road kit, I found these ones super annoying because it's hard to push in. Took a lot longer to connect them and push them in because it's a pretty strong and secure spring. The next upgrade is going to be the type of brushes. There's all different kinds of these brush attachments. I worked at companies where people were like, oh, you have to use the brush one first and then the polisher one. And yeah, that does work. The one with the metal tip on it is going to polish it so it's completely smooth, so it's less likely for anything to stick in it. And they come in a really cool bag. You kind of feel like you're like a archery person, like holding arrows on your back. So I really like that. It was really easy to carry that, and the vacuum have everything you need for the job when you're doing dryer vent cleaning. And then there's also a camera attachment, which is super cool. Very good view of the inside of your dryer vent. So in my opinion, if you are just doing do-it-yourself dryer vent cleaning, and you just want to have it at your house, clean your dryer vent every couple of years, then I would definitely go with the Lint Eater dryer vent cleaning kit. It's pretty much the same price as if you get a good kit of the other cheaper ones or the no brand ones. But this one is what we use for professional dryer vent cleaning, and it works perfectly, and it's the one I would recommend. If you're starting to do like a business, like you're doing dryer vent cleaning commercially for a job, then I would definitely start with the Lint Eater, see how it goes, see how you like it. And then once your business starts taking off and then you want to invest in the pro equipment, then you could do that. But for most situations, the middle priced one, the Lint Eater one, would be the best choice. And I'll leave links down below so you guys could get it.